What's up, guys? How's it going? MikeTheTech here, and we have a super exciting one for you today. If you can see on the screen, this is a AEXPXO, so a brand that I'm not super aware of. So it's going to be exciting to see the quality of these builds, but it does have a ton of good reviews. This system itself is a pre-built with an AMD Ryzen 5700X and an RTX 5060 built in, as well as 32 gigs of RAM, which, wow. We're actually getting RAM in an affordable system in this day and age. The RAM itself is going to be very valuable in that sense. A 1 TB drive, and of course, ARGB cooling, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.2. Now, why would I be getting one of these machines if I already have a 5070 on my main machine and a 5060 in my laptop? Well, as you guys may know, I work for a company called Playcast that enables instant play game streaming all around the world. You click an ad, and instead of having to download or wish list or buy a game or something like that, it actually just loads into your web browser on your phone, on your computer, whatever you're using, and lets you play it instantly, streaming to your PC. How do we enable that? Well, with gaming PCs just like this. So the cool thing is hosts can actually sign up with their gaming PC, plug it in, and just download the app. Once you log in, you are getting rewards every single month for just letting it run when your PC is idle. If you're using your PC, it doesn't run at all. If you leave it idle, if you go to sleep, if you're not using your PC, then it dedicates your idle time to becoming a host to help power these instant play sessions for gamers everywhere. And I'm going to be installing 3 of these machines in my home on a 5.5 gigabit both ways, up and down, uh, network line, basically. So my internet speed is 5.5 gigs up and down. So these are going to be basically a California hub for playcasting. So very cool stuff. So let's grab the first one here, and we're going to open it up. You might not be able to get a really good view from the top camera because it is a big box, but hopefully it will be more visible later. So let's see what they included here. Another box. So I'm actually going to remove our roller here because this is more for small products. And we're going to slide this actual box right on it. So now it says computer host, which is very apt because these are being used as Playcast hosts. So actually very accurate that they're labeled hosts here. I'm going to grab my knife to open this up. It looks like this is actually on its side. And let's see what's in here. So, first box here, any guesses to what this is going to be? We've got the power cord. Okay. We've got a high quality screwdriver. Now, the cool thing is, now this is kind of geeky of me, but I recognize the screwdriver. There's the same kind of screwdriver that comes in the Scepter televisions and a bunch of other devices. These are actually really well made. I wouldn't go trying to like bend it or anything, but these are super useful and surprisingly well made for coming for free in most products. We've got the user manual here. We've got a remote control for the RGB. All right. That actually might be useful. Maybe I'll make them a nice Playcast yellow. And then we've got the antennas. So easy enough. Wi-Fi 6E needs antennas. Let's see what else is in here. We've got another box. Great. A box in a box in another box. That's boxception. All right. So now this box is out. And you can see here is the UR06 right here. So the gaming desktop PC, this looks like their actual MSRP unit. They just put it in another box to include those pieces. I'm not sure why those weren't included by default, but hey, here we are. Some more packing. Let's go ahead and open this up. Yes, now we're actually finding the PC itself. So I want to put this on its side so I can pull it out easily. So this is actually not as large as I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be a full tower. It looks like it is smaller than a mid tower, but it's double wide here, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and unscrew the side here so we can take off all that protective packing material. I am very glad that they gave us the foam on the inside. That is one of the best ways to protect your computer parts from moving around during shipping. You still want to reseat all of your parts, like your graphics card and everything, just in case there was a little rattling going on. But the fact that they have that packing foam gives me a lot of hope here. So we're going to peel the tempered glass. Very nice. Ooh, not a nice sound there. And then we're going to peel this one here. Get some stragglers on the end. Good to go. Now, we're going to very, very carefully pull this out. You don't want to jiggle too much. You just kind of want to wiggle and squish it here and there because it will get into every single crevice here. And there we go. Whew. All the parts look good, look secure. They still have the plastic on them, actually. That's kind of funny. But wire management looks nice enough. We're going to take these stickers off of the fans and put this side panel back on. All right, the side panel is secure, so let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Please connect the monitor to the video card. A lot of people make this mistake. They'll actually plug their monitor into this HDMI, which is on the motherboard, and you only need to do that either when troubleshooting or basically never, because all of your graphics power is coming out through the graphics card, so you always want to plug your monitor into that first. However, you do want to plug the antennas into the back here, so let's go ahead and actually no, I don't need to plug the antennas in because we're going wired and we need a really stable connection, so I'm actually not going to do that. In the back here we have two USB 3.2 ports, two USB 2 ports, Ethernet, one HDMI, and 3 display ports on the 5060 here. And overall, a very clean looking system. So let's go ahead and pull the plastic off of the front here for the final peel. And there we are. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the other 3. And once they're all set up, I'll show you what they look like. Also, I'll put a link to these in the description below. I'll do some benchmarks later on, probably after GDC, because I'm going to be there for the whole week. But I'll let you guys know how the system actually runs. And I'll put a link to this in the description below because I think this is a really, really solid deal. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and hope you have a good one. Peace.